We're in Chennai in the south of India and we're taking you on a massive street food hunt today. We're starting on the beach and our first stop is this really busy stall right behind me. So let's go and get our first snack.
Chennai in the south of India has a unique and wildly delicious food culture. This video is part of our huge India series and we're taking you on a massive street food tour to hunt down Chennai's best food.
I'm Thomas.
And I'm Sheena and we're chasing a plate.
We hope you're hungry. Let's eat.
We're at Marina Beach and what better way to start our street food hunt in Chennai than with a seafood feast. So we've come to this famous stall at the beach and we've ordered up a bit of an epic seafood meal. So what you do is you come to the payment or the cashier stall, you place your order and you get given chips according to what you order, and then you head on over and grab your plate of food. Let's go. Check out my epic seafood feast. So I've got a plate loaded with white rice and he's splashed a ton of fish curry gravy on that. I've got a serving of prawn masala and then this beautiful golden fried piece of sear fish, which is otherwise known as king mackerel. So the process is you pay and you get chips corresponding to what you order. You head over to the rice and curry stall or stand and he took a really round banana leaf and piled white rice on top of that and then ladlefuls of that fish curry gravy onto the white rice. And we picked up our masala prawns and then we headed over to the fried fish stand where they're just frying up so many slices of this king mackerel in oil, so it's shallow fried. You really have to push your way forward, so I was virtually waving my chip in the guy's face before I got my piece of fish. Let's try this rice first. If I move the fish aside, you can see that the gravy is packed with ingredients. So that's a curry leaf, there's some coriander in there, there's tomato I think in the gravy as well, and then there's silvery bits in there which is the fish skin. So let's mix the rice around and give that a go. Wow, that fish gravy is so tangy. It's got a really sour hit and it's really fresh. The rice is really light as well, so it's not stodgy. There's so much flavor in there. Let's try this fish now. So they had slathered this thick masala paste on top of each slice of fish before it was then put into that hot oil. So let's just grab a piece, get some more rice, give that a go. The fish is quite meaty, but it's also quite flaky in texture. And that masala paste which is on top of it is quite spicy. That's beautiful. Let's give these masala prawns a go, get a bit of that rice as well. So meaty, and they've been coated in a really thick masala paste again and then fried up in the frying pan over at the fish station. So much flavor. There's just so much delicious spice in that coating, and the prawns are really meaty in texture. This is the perfect start to our Chennai street food tour. Our feet are in the sand. We're sitting under this tarpaulin and we're just surrounded by people digging into their seafood meals and really loving it.
Sheena has been raving about this fish, so I am going to try it with a whole lot of that rice and gravy. So the fish is really firm. Wow. Wow. The flavors are much more subtle than I was expecting. It's got a really good chili spice. The mustard seeds that were in the rice had a really strong pop of flavor. The flesh of the fish was really, really firm. Wow! Oh, and it's sweet, so it's got a sweetness, and I think that's what's giving it the light taste compared to the look of it. And definitely not the physical weight. This plate weighs a ton. We're sharing one plate here because the amount of rice that went onto this plate was unreal. And we've got a huge food hunt coming up today, so we were like, no, we better share one because that is crazy. Let's go again. Actually, I'll try a prawn because look at those beautiful little prawns. So hopefully quite sweet as well. Bunch of rice. Oh, yeah. Very similar flavor, but even sweeter because of the flesh of the prawn. And the flesh has really got a bit of, not crunch, but a bit of bite to it still. So even though he's cooking them in those huge pans and really just tossing them through the sauce, they've held a lot of their firmness. They're not overcooked at all. Wow, that is a really, really good plate of food, and I love sitting here on the beach. Feet in the sand, like Sheena said, birds fluttering everywhere, a ton of people. What a way to start. We've now left the beach and we're in the small back roads of Chennai, and we're going to join another very big crowd at a stand. This time it's for a samosa, and that many people can only mean a good thing. It's once again a fight to get to the front of the queue to get these samosas. People are just diving on the stall to order things, and this looks so good. It is so golden, having come out of some really, really fresh looking oil. So it's just beautifully golden and not blackened at all. They've crushed the samosa with their thumb and then dumped a whole lot of green and red chutney, so probably coriander and tamarind chutney on there, and look how crispy that looks. Let's just break off a big bit, dunk it into that chutney. Oh yeah, oh, I can see a curry leaf in there. Oh man, wow, wow. I got a whack of tamarind chutney. The casing, super, super dry and super crispy, super soft to eat though as well, just crispy but then just broke up, got really buttery. It's got a potato mixture inside, curry leaf, burst with flavor. Oh, that is such a good mouthful. I'll try and break this up so you can get a good look at this potato mixture inside. And how cool is the plate? So this is a teak leaf. So instead of a little piece of cardboard or polystyrene, they just have this beautiful disposable teak leaf. It's such a good idea. Oh, look at that. All the potato inside, covered with those chutneys. Oh yeah. Wow. It's a really basic mixture inside. And then the flavors of the chutney. So you've got that potato mixture. And then the tamarind chutney, coriander, has a little bit of spice, and they just slap up all that liquid because it's been crushed and opened up the casing. When they pour the chutney in, it's seeped right through that potato, and the flavor is unreal. Now this samosa is extremely good, extremely good. It's super dry, super flavoursome. But the thing that's really like standing out of this experience is the food hunting aspect. I'm wandering down these little laneways, find these little tiny stalls, crowds of people, the samosas all being cooked right on the street, served on this beautiful teak leaf. It's just an experience in itself. The whole thing wrapped up is an awesome experience. But then the food just lives up to the whole experience. It's unreal, it's so good.
It's late afternoon, it's so we are going to find ourselves some tiffin items or some snacks. And remember, we always put details of where we're eating in the YouTube description below. Let's go and get some food. We've come to a really traditional mess in Chennai, and a mess is an eatery that serves lots of local home style cooking, and we've ordered up some evening tiffin. Tiffin are snacks here in South India. We have got a Vada, which is a lentil donut, and it comes with some chutney, so a coconut chutney and a green chutney. I think this might be dal or some sort of vegetable curry, and then we've got a really traditional evening tiffin item, and this is lemon sevai, which are rice noodles. There's a ton of ingredients together with it, so there's some dal and there's some chilies. Check out this one here, like a roasted chili. That looks so good. I want to start with the vada, and you can see in the batter here there's a ton of greens cooked in with it, so I think that might be some chili. There's what looks to be coriander. Let's just break it up. Oh, it's quite stiff. A little bit stodgy looking in there, but it's packed with a ton of greens. I'm going to dip it in that coconut chutney and then see what it tastes like. It's not as stodgy as it looked, so it's got a really crisp outside, and the inside is relatively light, and you can really taste all those greens in there. So lots of herbs, definitely coriander, and maybe a little bit of mint. It's quite savoury. Let's rip off another bit of this vada and swipe it through that green chutney. So the vada is made out of lentil flour, and it's just got a ton of these greens in there. I got a big bit of chili in that mouthful, and it's still really crunchy. And then that green chutney has got a really strong mint flavour. This lemon sevai is made from rice noodles, and it's all been chopped up, so it's going to be pretty easy to eat. Let's give it a go. Wow, it's got a really strong lemon flavour, really vibrant, quite tangy, almost a little bit acidic from that lemon. And you've also got like a bit of mustard seed, there's some chili, there's the crunch of lentils in there. That's really, really interesting. Right, let's open another mouthful. So much flavour, but it's quite a simple sort of dish, so it's not overly heavy, not really complex. It's just sort of a nice snack at this time of day. So when you're eating on a banana leaf, you always fold the top of the leaf towards you when you're done to show that you enjoyed the meal and as a sign of appreciation. Now that we're done with eating, I've got a traditional South Indian filter coffee to drink. So it always comes like this. You've got the coffee in this metal cup, and then it's sitting in this dabara or this saucer. And the idea is that the coffee is super, super hot. So I'm just holding it by the very rim of that cup. It's burning, and I'm just going to pour some of it in the saucer and then back again just to cool it down, and also in a sense pull it so that it becomes really aerated and frothy. Alright, get that air through it so it cools it down a bit. So I was trying to pull the coffee and to aerate it and create this frothy effect, but it's had the complete opposite. It's flat as a pancake, but let's hope it still tastes real good. Oh, it's super sweet, it's very creamy, and it's almost got a really bitter undertone to it. That is the perfect ending to this tiffin meal.
Next snack is from a true hole-in-the-wall place. So this little blue window over here is what's serving a fatted and deep-fried chili. Let's go grab one of these. We've got a plate full of these battered and deep fried chilies. So these are called mirchi bhaji and they're huge. Like, look at it next to my hand. It's ginormous. I'm gonna get this big one from the middle. Really, really orange batter. And it comes with a huge pile of chutney, which looks like probably a coconut. Let's just give it a big old dunk. Crunch it off. It feels quite soft, that batter, but with a bit of crispiness. Whoa. Whoa. Wow. So I think it's a lentil batter, so it's quite soft actually. It's got a very, very fine layer of crispiness. And that batter is so sort of spongy. You can see it's gone right inside the chili. So the chili's been cut in half and the batter's almost seeped in there and it's like cake texture all through the middle. Let's go again. It wasn't very spicy. Yum. So the chili is a little bit of crunch. It tastes kind of like a capsicum or a pepper. It's not spicy with chilliness at all or like hot. It's just a beautiful soft sweet flavor. The batter is a little bit stodgy because of the way it's quite cake-like, but it's not oily, so it's quite light overall, even though it's a little bit stodgy in the mouth. They're really, really good, like a really good snack. I want to give it a really big dunk in that chutney. Right, that is going to be a good mouthful. Oh, that was good. I think it is a little bit of coconut, but it's not a very strong flavor once again. Like everything's quite a mild flavor, and the strongest flavor is the actual chili itself. So, like I said, it tastes kind of like a pepper or a capsicum. Just beautifully cooked, a little bit crunchy, but nice and soft. That is a very good street snack, and really cool how tiny this little window is. The window is about this wide. That's the whole shop. Go up, get your little plate of food, and stand on the street eating it. Another massive food.
Oh, no,
No, thank you. We're so full. We've been eating all day.
Thank you.
Another massive. We just got offered biscuits from the locals, but we are so full after that huge, massive eating day in Chennai. Don't forget, we always put the details and directions down below in the YouTube description.
Thank you so much for watching. Remember to hit that subscribe button. We have heaps more videos coming from Chennai and then Hyderabad. Give this video a huge thumbs up, and if you want to support more Chasing a Plate content, check out our Patreon page. Link there. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Hotu varan.
Hotu varan.